Feels like it's been ages since my last Assemble run, so might be nice to get that here. That's the Slime Bombaton Short Fuse. All three are really nice. This is really nice for like Area 3 and just, it's pretty good in Area 1 and Area 2. Excellent Synergy passive and excellent Area 1 passive, which also is really good into Area 2. This definitely does drop off a bit in Area 3 comparatively though. I mean, I do love the synergy based passives, don't I? Finding the combo for them after all, it's very, very rewarding. And that one is no less different. Looks like we'll go to some question marks early on. Okay. Double Elite into a store later. Generally when I'm doing Assemble stuff, I like to go to as many stores as possible. Just get as many options as possible. Give yourself a chance to find more Assemble pieces, but doesn't look like Area 1's particularly capable of that, does it? Although it is possible, it's just, oh, you know what? Store into Elite into... That's really not that bad either. Oh, Instant Alleviation or Rob Orb though, and Best Foot Fall. Like these orbs aren't like the best of the best, get immediately offered. Especially since I'd have to spend 75 gold on them to max them out. But all of them are pretty, like, if I had any one of them, they're very powerful as a early game tempo tool. Very powerful indeed. And all of them scale decently well into the late game as well, at least. Oh. I guess I'll play for Short Fuse here as well, might as well. Not often you actually get to play for the bomb on this map. A lot of the time you have to play for the bomb, you are doing so not because you are in a good position, eh? You do have to wait one extra turn though, which is a tad unfortunate sometimes. Should be able to get 4 damage here though, right? Perfect. Oh, I got that refresh. That's really bad news. As you can see, it absolutely obliterated that and made the refresh really hard for me to access. Not ideal, but so we can recover from it. We just need to, oh god. Yeah, no, it's actually really bad, isn't it? That's funny. This is just like the worst spot the refresh can be, and I missed the shot by the tiniest amount, which does leave me with a bit more damage than I'd like. See, that's more like where I like my refreshes for this map, but oh well, I guess 98. You know what? I kind of like the idea of just trying to force double assemble, two stores to get more assemble pieces. I also technically have enhance, which I could hit, which would definitely be amazing as well. Even if I only get it in this store, which means I don't actually get the extra passive. Yeah, 0 chance of getting the extra passive. That would still be pretty valuable just to have it in Area 2 and Area 3, just because even one extra passive in Area 2 and Area 3 is a pretty huge deal after all. Just gonna pop both bombs here. It's fine to pop it early. A bit risky though with this refresh though. Maybe I should have rethought things with the placement of this refresh, because it's not a refresh that's particularly easy to aim for, unfortunately. Got rather unfortunate on our last 2 maps with our refresh, didn't we? 75 damage is doable here, but not if it's going like that. Again, I just want to try and stay in. When it starts bouncing out, that's when it goes a bit too crazy. Boom. Already down to 81 health, which isn't the nicest, I think. There we go, there's one piece. I think taking this many hits early on definitely leans towards trying to reach double store rather than the elite, but you know what? I've changed my mind. Don't know what caused me to change my mind, but I've changed my mind now. Let's go to this elite, shall we? It's fine. I got a heal, so honestly pretty damn worth it. And most of the time you're not actually going to get any value from the store anyway. Just if I had managed to get an enhanced or assemble piece, I would have been so happy. It's not the most likely, but if it happens, it's so fun, man. So fun. I'll leave that alive for navigation because navigation does not matter. Yes, perfect. Oh, that is just 20 damage. I was hoping it would be just under, but that's fine. We do have the slime piece of the Assemble, which probably fair to say I think it's the worst part. If you don't have a good slime, it's definitely the worst part. But really not worth the 25 gold unless you know for a fact you're going to be playing Assemble, and I'm going to be trying to force it. Whether or not that means I'm actually playing it though is a different story. There we go, okay. I was a bit worried there, I must admit. Let's open up this bomb now, shall we? I guess it is correct targeting is you, yes. Oh! That was the splat orb. I did not notice that was the splat orb. Splat was the one orb there that actually messes up my free bomb there. A bit of a shame, I guess. that we can get our bomb here though, eh? Sure would be nice. There we go, perfect. Perfect. Nice, we got the 15 HP heal, so definitely would rather not drop too much more HP. Pretty solid map for us though. Usually you do tend to lose a bit of health on this map, especially due to these bombs and not hitting them. At least if you're me, because it feels like my last few times I've had that map I've been very unlucky with hitting those bombs, shall we say. Oh man, but Short Fuse definitely helps hit them, eh? A Splatter crit should actually be a pretty decent damage boost here. There we go. Oh, nice. I did not think that it was 150 damage there. I only saw the 138. So, I was a bit worried because taking that extra hit of damage can hurt quite a bit. I did get the crit. You're okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Sure. Boom. I really want this kill. I don't know if this is 54 damage. Oh my god, that shot is definitely not 54 damage, I'll tell you that much. Oof. Very painful, but 28 damages. I should just shut my mouth. I was going to say 28 damage is basically guaranteed there. Oh my. Apparently not. Okay, at least we get a crit roll here. It's only like, not even 60 damage. Oh man, what is this run? Oh no, what is this run? These shots? Oh, this is just not it. Ooh, this is not it, chief. This one is 60 damage at least. Yeah, okay. I like it. Oh god. Well, get me out of here, please. We apparently desperately needed that 15 HP kill. This is still another elite right there. Oh man. This is impressive. Very impressive. It's all just a part of the challenge though. Sometimes Cruci 7 will just do this to you. Oh, okay. Nice. That is a very top tier passive. Very, very good passive. Gives you so much scaling. Oh, okay. Rightio. Sure. Plants technically is not the worst Area 1 elite if you perform really badly. But if you perform mildly well, it is the worst elite by a million miles. And pretty much any other scale that you use, it is just the worst elite. Of course, Minotaur takes the cake for being the worst elite if you're performing really badly, because it just kills you. Pretty much none of the other elites do. But plants, they're basically guaranteed to drain health from you. You got really lucky with that refresh perspective being amazing. Of course, the dupe station didn't matter all that much for us. I am forced to pick up a healing orb or a heal here though. So, gotta get lucky, I suppose. You're definitely forced to heal here. Can't win on 20 HP. Let's hedge. Good. This leaves me alive if I get another really bad Area 1 fight. Extra tempo from it is really nice after all. But yeah, refresh perspective absolutely saved us there. Very interesting Area 1. That's all I have to say. Very interesting indeed. Alright, nice. Our Assemball is basically just a normal damage Assemball now, so nice to see real numbers on it because, as I said, the slime part of the Assemball definitely pretty fair to say it's the weakest one. Obviously, you know, you can look at the upgrading part of the Assemball. I have to go for a bounce. Ooh, the bounciness got me. You can say the upgrading part of the Assemball is the worst because just pick up a splat orb if you're going to pick it up, right? But a lot of the time you actually do appreciate the scaling that it has, and if you can start combining it with another piece, you're actually really happy with it. Whereas with the slime part of the Assemball, you kind of need to combine it not with other pieces, well, other pieces to make the orb actually good. But if you want... It's a huge deal. If you want that piece of the Assemball to actually matter, you're also going to need a good slime or upgrading, which luckily we got upgrading, right? It increases the value of sliming. Perfect. I really wanted another fight here. I did not want to burn. I should be able to get a kill here. Betsy's Edge is an amazing, amazing passive. Damn it. Oh, I have short fuse, summoning circle, so I can just aim straight at a bomb. I also have dupe station power. Perfect. Yeah, but Betsy's Edge is an amazing tempo passive. Basically gave me that plant kill. I slightly missed it, but luckily, just nothing. What was I saying? Oh, summoning circle, yes. I wanted to greed out the extra 10 gold. It mattered quite a bit. I didn't want to walk into that store on the amount of gold that I would have walked into it with otherwise. Perfect. Oh, good. Okay. Oh. It's fine. Oh, well, you missed it again. Please, whatever you do, thank you. I really did not want to hit that re. I actually really need that refresh, eh? Oh, you know what? Actually, we're fine. Just look at this amazing shot. It gets just enough damage. Yep, barely, but just enough. I do not have 290. I can't get to 290 either. Which is the breakpoint of all passives plus a removal, but it's not the breakpoint I want because I want to buy an orb. Maybe not. There ain't no orbs I want there, and also... Oh, it's only 280. Did I say 290 or 280? I think I said 290. Because I thought it was 40 for the remove, but we're playing on a lower crucible level. Good news is, still sucks. Massive, much better on like Balan or Peglin, I'd say. You have the extra opportunities to find Grinding Monster on Peglin, and on Balan you have access to the Balan max HP passive, but I guess Restore is very playable, and obviously Monster is very playable as well, but apart from that, that's the only value we're really going to get from it. We just take the two really good passives and then buy the high roll passive, because as we know, I love my synergy-based passives. No enhanced, no assemble pieces, no fun, basically. We should... Oh, you know what? Maybe we can smash our way through the tree. Questionable. Very questionable. You know what? There's a lot of damage here. Maybe he just kind of like goes kaput. I get the crit. I didn't get a crit. I mean, I'm just pumping out the damage here, aren't I? Nice stuff. I really needed to make sure that this didn't get the kill. Perfect. Let us do... Ooh. I want that. Yes, perfect. Okay, alright, perfect. And this is just GG. You can't handle this. 140 damage? Here I come. Oh! Okay, nice. The bomb got me there. That area one was crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Still Conviction. It's not bad here, I guess. I'll full focus stores anyway. Yeah. That's actually just really good here, because I just full focus stores, buy as many removes as possible, and then, did I just see what I think I just saw? Okay. Unfortunate. And then I've just got good damage, because the Assemball is very good with good damage once I get more pieces on it. Currently though, it's now actually a playable orb, so that's nice. But yeah, we're kind of just going in the just blow them up as fast as possible route, because we don't really have much more going for us. Be a bit scared to try anything else, eh? Right is definitely better, but they're both pretty abysmal. 218 gold for that store as well. It's just because my last store was so poor, eh? Honestly, 550 damage? I believe in you. Yeah. Smash right through them. Now we've got the upgrades on the board. Though the upgrades don't really do that much anymore, do they? Kind of focus more on full damage, aren't I? Oh, I was hoping you could bounce onto that refresh, but looks like you got enough damage. Acceptable. Yeah, this refresh keeps evading me. Oof, barely enough damage, eh? There we go. It's definitely still the piece I would least like to get out of the Assemball pieces, but every little bit helps. Especially since in a perfect world I am getting it fully formed here, but what I really need, the one which has the best synergy with Seal Conviction, is just the AoE piece. Because currently I lack AoE power, I really don't have a lack of scaling. You know, my scaling is perfectly acceptable, mostly due to the fact that not only is the scaling really good, but also I should always aim for the refresh. Oh no! Not getting that kill is so bad for me. I should always aim for the refresh though. Mostly because I have very good base damage as well as... That's fine. Perfect. As my scaling is actually just like... It's fine, it's not bad. Alright, there we go. Yep. As I said though, we really just need AoE power. Having to smack through these shields and being able to touch the enemies behind them, really unfortunate. Luckily, our upgrading is, as I mentioned, pretty solid. And the scaling per reload as well is very noticeable. But still could be better. Because we kind of need to be, for sure, one-tapping everything if we're not going to be AoEing it down. So I would rather just find the solution of just AoEing everything down, because that's way simpler. Being able to for sure one-tap everything is actually really hard to pull off. We do have a few good pieces to ensure that though. Well, there we go, that's really nice. Always a reaction, restore, spin doctor, rubber ball. These are also decent orbs, but as mentioned previously, we need those. Oh nice, no, super boots, decoy orb. Decoy's really good, especially if I get an ambi. I didn't take Salt Shaker, so Frog Amulet is less value, I guess. So I'm not personally the biggest believer in Frog Amulet, but if you are going to do an Assemball run, then yeah, you're definitely going to get some value out of it. I think we just need to get as much value from every shot as possible, so making sure that we have some more health to work with, making sure that we have some more health to work with, and making sure that we can pull off good shots, all of those pretty important. Oh, let's grab 44 free gold. I was going to say it's a very decent chunk of free gold, isn't it? That's good enough. Just plus 93 gold from that one chest, perfect. I feel strong, but how strong are we? God, this is such a silly idea, right? Oh yeah, no, it is such a silly idea. But I accept hard mode. We literally just died to the second crossbow hit though. So, seems a bit foolish, okay, no, it's actually really stupid. Because my AoE damage is pathetic. It doesn't exist. I was fully relying on the chest or elite to actually give it... actually make it playable in this upcoming fight. So I think there's only one option now. Apart from just relying on high roll, which, you know, I could do. I really could. I think the only option I have is to get an Echo. Pretty simple. And a pretty good option as well, honestly. I'm a bit worried about that, though. I don't want to greed too much. Do inflation, though. Oh, you know what? That's why I didn't really want to do it too much. Oh, good, though. Okay, I did get the Ambi. Alright, we're actually not in a bad spot. Funny how good Ambi is here. That's the thing, like... 2 crossbow hits? We can survive 2 crossbow hits. We just need to heal up after this elite fight, which our AoE power is really poor, so as long as we don't get literally... There's one elite fight that super screws us. That's it. That was a very stupid first shot. I should not have gone for my bombs there, but it looks like it's working right. The thing is, I have Ambi, so I should just be playing for it now. Ambi decoy orb with Seal Conviction, actually just really, really good scaling on my reload. Yeah, that should be 200 damage, easy, yep. Good. I need a good heal off though. Preferably I'm getting a lot of healing done in this fight, because I'm going to presumably lose health in the next fight as well. We need to keep our deck slim. It's pretty important. 1, 2, there. Perfect. Full heal if I get it. Perfect, I needed that. So much gold to work with now as well. And we can't get random stores anymore. Those were always such good fun. But they definitely warped your run, didn't they? Boom, boom, boom. I think you will slightly live though. Oh no, not quite, I guess. Didn't even get enough damage in the first place. Good stuff. And a bomb to top things off. There we go, perfect. Really wanted you gone there. So, gold is fine, our health is fine. Let's just leave that stuff open to navigation inflation, I guess, sure. Hopefully there's some good bounces. I don't think there's a world where bomb is bad here. I'll save 10 gold though. I have inflation, so I really don't care about my gold anywhere near as much, but I think it is still worth saving it. So preferably not 200, 600 here, it's a really bad fight for us. Especially compared to all of the other elite fights, like especially, we've really got into a lot of them, like every one of them honestly. Any single target enemy here is amazing. I think Resistance Knight is the second worst, with Shield Mage being the third. And Demon Wall being a complete freebie because we have more than enough damage to smash our way through him. I can just burn into this bomb, but that just doesn't matter unfortunately. Okay, nice, it actually did matter, perfect. Alright. And recover the health then, I guess. 2, 3. Okay, 3. I was not expecting 3. Gotta do this. If I don't aim at a refresh, then I have no hope of getting real damage this shot. Mental Mantle just can't matter. Hope this is acceptable. Unicorn Horn just... Yeah, I thought I should readjust that, but whatever. Unicorn Horn really sets up things extremely nicely, doesn't it? I should be able to get a kill here. Get the refresh, perfect. 600 damage for a Splat Orb. Wouldn't be too hard. Oof, barely. Alright, now let's I've got 2 crossbow hits. I did decide to play this run on hard mode, and I might not get punished for it, which is definitely the ideal scenario, isn't it? That's a refreshing punch. And a wool chicken? I mean, oh, this doesn't even give him a crossbow hit. He only hits for 30. Wow. That's a very easy choice then, isn't it? Let's just guarantee that we're getting the heal up. Perfect. Alright, full health. We can survive quite a few crossbow hits. We need to get our scaling in play. I will of course be shooting my bomb immediately, try and get as much value off of it. Really good, really good. Yeah. One thing that we... Okay. I need to be really careful. Something I wasn't paying enough attention to. I think now is the shot that I play for it, yes. I'll try and play on this side of the map there. With the refreshes over there. I need to be really careful with my refreshes. Because I have to leave my bombs alive. If I don't leave my bombs alive... Oh, actually, this is enough. Enough damage. If I don't leave my bombs alive, then I can't actually kill the minions, which means I do just get screwed. I would literally just lose. But luckily, I those first few shots where I was trying to end pretty much. I was just aiming as far away from bombs as I could get. Yet another run where we've got a pretty early refreshing punch. I'd say this is still a pretty early refreshing punch, honestly. Most of the time I'm getting them in area 3. But no leaf has appeared. This is fine. Go for gold. Kinetic Meteorite. Deep Fresh Potion. Deep Fresh Potion, we only have one refresh on the board, so no refreshes. Kinetic Meteorite, it's always solid. It's fine. But we'll go for gold. I would happily sack all of our damage benefits in order to have good scaling and multi-ball. That definitely works for us. Did I just see that correctly? Here's the unfortunate thing about Assemball runs, eh? I said that there was nothing that I'd like more than to get multiple stores, and this is how I get treated, eh? Good damage, but I would appreciate it if he was actually killable. Unfortunately, it's extremely hard to achieve because our AoE power is non-existent. Just completely non-existent. I'll just go for that, try and hit the refresh, yeah. I wasn't expecting anything much. Yes, we'll do this. Just need to be around that area. We hit all of the pegs around the refresh. Boom, let's grab our free stats. Literally free. I really need an AoE part of the Assemball or an Echo. Or an Instigator, that'll do too. Kinda crazy I haven't received any of them, but whatever. Yep, the Go for Gold is working pretty amazingly. Go for Gold Assemball definitely works well, after all. But the upgrading we've got going on, pretty amazing. It's not even a good slime upgrading as well. I keep mentioning a good slime as if it's some amazing passive that's giving us a lot of upgrading. We just have a lot of sliming going on right now, so you would expect that if we've got a ton of sliming going on, it's partially due to a good slime that our upgrading is so good, but no. It's purely down to that was a nice shot. It was what I set up for, but it still was a nice shot. It's such a shame we only have one store here. Alright, we get this fight. See how it is? Actually, I kind of liked that split. You know, that was just a good split. God, I really need more removals though. Might have to super prioritize. Let's try that. Perfect. Question marks. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be one removal. I think I can bank on one removal with that. 600 damage, that is just asking for so much, it really is. As I mentioned, it's just really hard to get the kill on both of them. Especially if you don't have good AoE, which we definitely don't. Oh, sure. Can we aim in this direction? By all means. Oh my god, how did you miss? I showed you straight at it. Guess I should be doing this. Every little bit of damage counts and everything, you know? Alright, there we go, perfect. Should be able to sniper kill pretty quick now, because we're gonna have a lot of balance. If I could grab a Mask of Joy, you know, that would actually be really appreciated. Pretty noticeable damage boost after all. And Kaboomer. I don't care about getting the crit. It is slightly less damage, but it's exactly that, slightly less damage. Still a ton of damage after all. Alright. Like, we've done a good job of picking up Assemball pieces. It's pretty ironic though, because I'd say we have the 3 worst Assemball pieces. Like, unironically, I would rather have the other 2 Assemball pieces than these 3 Assemball pieces. Having an AoE dagger is pretty damn insane. It's just really good. What just happened there? What did you bounce off of? I understand that this map has moving pegs, but like, come on, I didn't see a single thing there. I would love to get some extra refreshes on the board as well. Make it so that stuff like that doesn't happen again. Where is it? It's slime, so it's really hard to... Okay, come on, where are you? There you are. Stop trying to hide from me. Oh my god. Oh, and now it moves again, sure. Man, I keep trying to build out high roll opportunities, and I'm just not getting the shuffle pots. I'm not getting the. I did get the enhanced gun penetration. That was very nice. God, I'm not a fan of this map. Oh my god, this refresh. Come back here. What is this, man? Get out, please. Oh god, our healing's at least decent because that's like the one thing we've got going for us. What is this map, man? I'm mostly talking about how perfect, I was correct. Good, we really needed that. Desperately needed that. How laggy it gets. It's laggy as well as sometimes, I don't hate one question mark for one elite. Especially not for a Ring of Reuse, which... I mean, I have a summoning circle. Pretty simple, I have a summoning circle. Usually I wouldn't claim it immediately, I'd try and get a reduce, refuse, recycle, but oh mamma mia. But like, I kind of feel like I need all the help I can get. This has been a very interesting run, and I chose to play it on hard mode as well. Interesting choice for sure. Yeah, let's grab those I'll shoot another one, sure. Let's grab those damage reduction slimes, shall we? Alright, Mr. Balm. Do your thing, please. Pretty sure we can just grab a full heal here. Balm is also part of the reason why the persist is just very nice after all. Ow. It hurts. Good news is, we'll just be able to heal up pretty easily. Summoning circle onto Balm is, after all, very solid. Even if Balm is a 0-0, it's very easy to make it not a 0-0. Very easy indeed. Yep. It's like, we're taking an absolute beating, but we do indeed have the tools to recover. And sometimes we even get the good damage tools as well. Does this even work? It did work. Okay, interesting. Always tough to tell if Unicorn Horn plus a Slimed Orb is going to work. Yeah, thought. Yeah, so getting +2 balance per reload is actually a pretty huge deal. Because I was getting to the point where it felt like the +3 damage each reload wasn't actually mattering all that much. Like, I get it and it'll be really nice because the starting 3 matters a lot less now. But even 6 somehow wasn't enough, right? But now it's really feeling like it. Also, the removal was amazing. The second I got I'm gonna be honest though, the second I got the first removal, the pebble removal, I was just like, okay, but now I really want another removal. It's like, one isn't enough, I just want to make sure that I've got all of the bad orbs out of my deck, including the Splat Orb. Because like, I have the Summoning Circle in my deck. Summoning Circle is an orb which definitely demands a lovely, nice and consistent deck in order to get proper maximum value, especially when you've got Persist on. Especially when you've got Persist on, eh? Boom, perfect. Now let's go again. Lovely. Good heals, good bombs. Yeah, perfect. Look how much gold I've got as well. I will be doing that max health button as well. The game decided to only give us 1 store per area, so definitely going to just be boosting my max HP. But I could have actually had a massive max HP pool this game as well if I'd wanted. But here's the thing, I simply didn't want to. Nice. That is actually one of the nice things about the refreshing treat. Tactical treat even. There are some maps where, you know, like if you get your refresh literally on that far right hand side, it can be very, very painful getting it. Extremely painful indeed. Honestly, a rubble is probably better. Like, I should just add a rubble here to my deck, and it'll be better than the current Assemball. Not even kidding. It's both rubble so good, as well as, like, I don't really have the good pieces to assemble as I mentioned. Okay, thank you. I take back what I said now. Oh, that's pretty awesome actually. This is like the perfect... I'm just buying everything. None of them are detrimental after all. This is the perfect Assemble deck. This is what you want your Assemble deck to be looking like. Oh, although, I mean, I guess in a more perfect world... In a more perfect world you have all parts of the Assemble, but that's just asking for too much, isn't it? But having the healing option as well as the Assemble option, which at this stage is also great AoE, which is perfect. We really needed it. Is great. I say really needed it, because in case you don't notice, we don't really need it anywhere near as much anymore, do we? Not at all. Now let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of that. Let's just simplify things by trying to get some healing slimes on the board. Just enter the boss fight with a little bit more health, please. That's fine. I was asking for it, but I really didn't expect you to actually give it to me. I'm also not going to press the heal button here because I'm not a coward. I will press that one though. There's literally no point. Also, if we're fighting this boss, Oboe is just insane. Oboe is insane into pretty much any Area 3 boss. There isn't a single Area 3 boss where it's not really good into it, and it's just an insane passive for Area 3. I suspect it'll be just as good for Area 4, to be honest. Actually, it's an interesting thought. Is it going to be just as good in Area 4? I don't have any extra refreshers on my board as well. It's actually really scary. I'm going to keep this bomb in my deck, by the way. Before I was getting rid of it because I could, and I'd be more than fine to do so, but now there's literally no downside in keeping in my deck. Still have absolutely amazing scaling, and I can still shoot it without actually removing it from my deck, so I see no reason to remove it from my deck. I also don't have to deal with Crucible 20. I may not be that good at dealing with minions, but eventually my shots will be taken care of them, especially this shot, actually. I mean, yeah, with a Summoning Circle and an Assemball in our deck, it was always just a waiting game until we got that shot. Because being able to shoot that shot twice back to back thanks to the power of Persist, really quite good. You know, with how much upgrading we have and how much scaling we have as well. Although a lot of the time they're the same thing, right? He was just kind of doomed at a certain point in that run. And thanks to the amazing max health we had due to Apple a Day and Basalt Totem, which I believe also both gave basically the same amount. And then the intentional oboe that we picked up last second, that fight was going to go on for quite a while. And that last second pickup of the AoE Assemble made a huge difference. Because we got the two fights where they have the minion shields, and we didn't actually manage to build a deck which was very good at dealing with the minion shields whatsoever. That's very much a time where, for example, the short fuse that I mentioned is actually really detrimental. Because if we popped all of our bombs in that crossbow fight, I'm pretty sure we lost, right? Just trying to think about it right now. Yeah, I think we just lose if we pop all our bombs immediately in the crossbow fight. Which, for the first shot, I wasn't trying to not pop all my bombs because I hadn't thought about it yet. But for my second shot, I had realized. And you'll notice that when I'm confused and trying to aim those crossbows, I was trying to shoot towards very specific parts of the map, which hopefully wouldn't hit any bombs because I really need those bombs active for the big hits, which honestly I don't even remember what my big hits were at that point. Was it the no, it wasn't the Assemball, it was just the Splat Orb. The Splat Orb's pretty amazing. But yeah, Soul Conviction, extremely solid passive. It's the boss passive I should have picked up for my second boss passive last round as well. I was definitely trolling when I took that Sapsack, but the Sapsack? My Sapsack's an amazing passive. I wouldn't have been trolling if I'd taken a Sapsack. It's the rigged bomb one. Dude, no, this is Soul Conviction. I don't. The name's evading me, shall we say? Yeah, Summoning Circle just amazing though. Being able to just have an amazing AoE alternative, an amazing healing alternative, or alternatively, it ends and does nothing because it's just shooting pebbles. Even just shooting pebbles is getting tons and tons of damage. Although I wouldn't have shot it because I hit ambidextrony, thankfully. But yeah, I guess the unfortunate thing is I would actually have to shoot one Summoning Circle if I got Assemble into Balm into Summoning Circle. It would definitely have been the worst deck setup, but luckily, I was actually pretty lucky in that boss fight. Managed to finish things up extremely fast. Honestly, I got the perfect order. Just Summoning Circle into Balm, into Summoning Circle into Assemble. Like, it's basically an unlosable fight from at that point. Like, even if I hadn't... Let's presume I was on the 50 health, right? I hadn't been increasing my max HP, which would have been terrifying, mind you, because fighting crossbow when you've only got 2 crossbow hits in you, that's really scary. Like, sure, I had good damage, and I also had some decent hits like dupe station. Of course, sliming also really helps it when you have good damage. But only having 2 crossbow hits in you, man, that is terrifying, especially when you're not playing like Roundrel. Roundrel is naturally just pretty solid to crossbow, and Balan technically also, 2 hits for them can mean 3 hits because they're shielding, but that doesn't still count because that is 3 hits, not 2 hits, right? Anyway, didn't manage to get the whole Leaves the Rest for later high roll, or the Shufflepot high roll, or the a good Slime as well would have been nice. I did manage to get the ambidextrony. I did get the short fuse enhanced it. Didn't get the reduce. Like I had a lot of really good synergies here. Decoil for the ambidextrony as well. Refreshing. Like yeah. Obviously, like you can see when I play, I have a lot of high roll options that I love to pick up, and a lot of the time they're not going to pay off. Like I had this tactical treat, which there were some fights where it really hurt. There was that night fight in area 3, where I took like 30 health, I think, or something, just because my refresh kept moving to reasonably bad spots. But it also does help out sometimes. It is a give and take passive for sure, as well as I had the refresher course and I guess also refreshing punch. The funny thing is though, they're both just solid passives in their own right. The fact that they have the high roll opportunities to become basically the best passive of your comp is pretty crazy. But yeah, we got a very nice amount of removes, therefore only having 3 stores. I was really scared of that when I was picking up the Ring of Reuse, but having a very small deck, Ring of Reuse, plus 5 balance per reload, as well as 3 balance starter, yeah, that meant that we could really easily tackle the Area 3 threats, because whilst a lot of them have a lot of health, we kind of had basically just enough scaling to get through everything. Which is why, as I mentioned quite a few times at this point, I'm just really interested to see what they're going to do for Area 4. Because I really have no clue. I'm trying to leave it as a surprise to myself. But I'm certainly really, really interested to see what they come up with, and I'm really looking forward to that update. Yeah. Balm and Summoning Circle, as always, though, pretty amazing, eh?